India had a great opportunity of sealing their first series win in South Africa, and I'm afraid they blew it. There's still 2 opportunities to go. I still think India are odds-on favourites to win this series, but when the opponent is down, then you really ensure that that is where the series is finished, and India blew it with a catch and an inch. Not even an inch, a centimetre, and it's these centimetres that are starting to hurt India. Whether it's the World T20 semi-final against the West Indies, whether the Champions Trophy final against Pakistan, it's the no balls and the wickets of the no balls that are hurting India so much. That wicket of David Miller was the game. Just remember that AB de Villiers out on 102, so 100 for 4 with your lead batsman gone, 104, David Miller goes out, you're down to Morris and Klaasen. It was because Miller produced that turnaround that Klaasen got the runs, that Peklukwayo got the runs afterwards. But at 104, if David Miller was gone, then that was the end of the series. So India have got to figure out a way of ensuring that they're not letting their opponents off the hook. Now, what implication does this have? I thought there were 2 big moments from Johannesburg that have implications for the next game in Port Elizabeth. One is that the South Africans attacked the wrist spinners. The conditions were in their favour, the ball was a little wet, they were effectively playing a T20 game, and if it didn't come off the attack, it didn't matter that much because they had to go for it given the number of overs left and the wickets they had, and it came off. I'll be very interested in seeing in Port Elizabeth if they go on and attack the wrist spinners. Playing them over 50 overs is very different from playing them over 20-21 overs, which is what it was in Johannesburg after the teams came back from the rain. So I'm really interested to see how they go about playing them. If they attack recklessly, then I think India will be very happy. So that is one thing to look forward to, because in this burst against Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav, they actually scored more boundaries than they did against them throughout this one-day series. I think there's one other factor as well, and that is the genius of AB de Villiers. As soon as Yajuvendra Chahal came on, AB de Villiers went after him front foot and back. The moment it was tossed up, there was a 6-over long on, and it was almost as if after that AB de Villiers was sitting back saying, right, I know exactly where you're going to bowl, and there was a big 6 over mid-wicket. It wasn't just the 2 sixes. It was a message that was going out to all the people in the South African camp saying, this is how we are going to play against the leg spinner. We are not going to let him settle, and it is possible to do that. Now the batting will revolve around AB de Villiers. And at Port Elizabeth, we will see what we saw in Johannesburg as well, that because of injuries, South Africa now have their best batting lineup, which is Markram at the top. He looks a very fluent player. Dumini, while the ball is still coming on before the spinners come on, and then AB de Villiers down with the confidence now that the likes of Henrik Klaasen and David Miller have. So what do India do from here then? They've got to address 2 issues. One is Virat Kohli and Shikhar Dhawan have scored 68% of the runs. They've also faced 66% of the deliveries, and that means all the others are a little underdone. And you saw that the moment Shikhar Dhawan got out, India only made 59 in the last 10 overs. There wasn't anybody in form, in command, going out there to score the runs. It didn't help that Ajinkya Rahane again played a slightly loose shot, which is a habit that he's starting to get. But also, post that interruption, they said it was difficult to play after that, yeah, but you're 200 in with 14.3 overs left. India had to score 320. The moment India had made 320, the Duckworth-Lewis score would have been even higher. India would have got another over or 2 to play in the run chase. So India have to worry about that. India also have to worry about getting enough runs at the end. So there's still 2 games to go. I still think India are odds-on favourite to get these, and I'll be very surprised if India don't win the series either at Port Elizabeth or in the last game.